Hey guys, today back with another update review, and as y'all know, ShotShow 2020 is currently going on right now, which means all the big dogs are in Las Vegas showing off their new guns that's going to be out for this year. And as you all know, probably the biggest gun at ShotShow this year is the Colt Python. Even though they was released pretty much about a month ago, it's still probably going to be the biggest reveal at ShotShow. That being said, I have been trying to look as close as I can. I've been away from my phone most of the day today, but I've been trying to look as close as I can and see how everything's been going there with Colt and, what all's been said and everything like that. So I've pretty much watched about every review that's currently out right now from ShotShow that's been uploaded in the last 24 hours, and it's been a mix of things. Some of the biggest things that I'd like to talk about is one of the videos I seen actually had a Colt representative stating that they had no plans yet, or actually no plans at the moment, I guess you would say, at making a blued Python right now, I guess you could say, but they had actually planned on doing it later. Pretty much kind of seemed to me like he was saying that first we're going to release a few more different variants of the Python, that this is just the first generation of them, meaning that they're probably going to be releasing a 2.5 or a 3-inch barrel, and probably a 8-inch barrel, and just maybe probably different barrel lengths. I don't think that they're going to be changing the build quality or build any of it. Like, I don't see them changing the cylinder, making it a 7-shot or 8-shot cylinder or something like that. I think that's the main thing that they was talking about, and possibly a few different other variants, such as like a night Python, kind of mimicking the night Cobra that some people enjoyed. So I think that's what they mean, is that they're not actually going to be changing the material that they're building it out of, because as you know, a blued gun is carbon steel instead of stainless steel, which will be interesting really, because carbon steel is just a lot more stronger than stainless steel, but it's not as resistant. And you have also a lot of different things you have to take into consideration whenever working with carbon steel, whenever it comes to finishes, such as the royal blue that everybody's been wanting. And a lot of times you can actually still get the royal blue finish that a lot of people know and love, but it's going to be a lot different process than what the old royal blue Colts was like, because the actual process of making it, if I'm not mistaken, is now outlawed because it was causing cancer. It had so many cancer-causing agents in it or something like that. But like, you actually have to polish the carbon steel down to where it's almost pretty much a mirror finish, and then finish it off with that blue coating, and that's where you get that royal blue finish and that reflective blue, that beautiful blue that everybody knows and loves. And there's a lot of work that goes into that, and if they ever actually produced a blued Python, I think that it would be even more than what the one is going for now, which, as we all know, it's going for $1,500 MSRP. A blued Python, if you actually put the royal blue finish on it, would probably end up being $2,000, as much as it goes into. But they could also actually just make a normal blue Python, and it wouldn't be the royal blue, wouldn't be as beautiful as the old ones are. And, a lot of people would still buy them. But as we all know right now, with what's going on with some of the finishes and everything on Colts, new Pythons, we don't really know what that would end up looking like. But going on from that, like I said, though, I just think that it's going to be right now, they're going to be coming out with just different variants of the stainless steel Python. I think that we're going to have to actually wait a while for a blued Python or a nickel Python, or maybe even a Cerakoted Python. I've seen some of them on the used market before. I think that might be interesting, but I don't think that anybody's going to start building them anytime soon. I think also that this means that they're going to be even stretching out and going into the Anacondas and the Vipers and just the other different kinds of revolvers that they had at one time that everybody loved. And I'm glad to see that. I always loved the Anaconda, and I've always wanted one. And, if they're bringing them back, it would be very interesting to see. The thing about it is, though, is if you can actually buy a used Anaconda now, for anywhere between $1,600 and $1,800, how is Colt going to justify making the new one around 15 to 16, if not more than that? That's a big selling point for the new Pythons, is how cheap they are compared to the old ones, and the ones that actually work. They're not that much. They're actually better in some stances than the old Pythons, and that's what I'm kind of getting at, is that if the Anacondas are selling as cheap as they are in the market that they are in right now, why are how are they going to actually justify the price on the new Anacondas? And if they are $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, is anybody actually going to pay that? That's where I want to say that some people are going to have, or that they're going to actually have some problems selling them, is because there's still so many new Anacondas out on the market that you can buy at any time for about around the same price as what I would think that they would list it for. And even going into that, we're going to have different, different models in them, maybe even a 22 caliber Python type of gun. I forgot which one it was called, if that was the Viper or the Diamondback, maybe. I can't really remember most of the serpents besides the Python and the Anaconda and the Cobras and the King Cobras, but it's just going to be different whenever it comes to that, and I don't really know how they're going to be going at that, but it will still be interesting to say the least. But I guess that's a silver lining to the cloud, is that they're going to be producing more, which is good, more different Pythons and everything. But even coming at some other stuff that I've seen that is not that good. Watched this one video, and it was a Colt representative and another guy talking, and they actually brought up my Python. They didn't say my name. They just actually used, they said Ryder instead of YouTuber or something else. But I know exactly, that they was talking about my Python, because my Python was actually received by Colt this Friday, or last Friday actually, and it's now Tuesday, and I still haven't heard anything back from him yet. But in the video, he tells the guy he's interviewing that, I think it's like an NRA guy or something like that. I think the video, or the guy that was making it, was NRA something. But anyway, he tells him that they cannot recreate what my Python done, and they haven't even updated me with that or told me anything about that. But they did say that they could not recreate what the Python that they had, they could not recreate what it had done, and they kind of pretty much don't know what's going on with it. And I don't know how to feel about that. I wish they would kind of update me before they said anything out loud on the ShotShow, and it is what it is. But I just wish that they would kind of said something to me first about my own Python before they said something to somebody else about it. And yes, I'm pretty much 100% sure that was my Python, because to my knowledge and to talking to the Colt representative, my Python should have been the first one they received that was actually having the major malfunctions out of the, I think right now at 6 or 7 that I know of. And that was another thing he kind of said, to the point to where depending on what kind of ammo you have and all that, that could have caused a light primer strikes, which mine did have light primer strikes with a Fiocchi ammo and what is presumably the Arms Corps ammo. I actually bought it new as Arms Corps ammo, and some people are saying that it's Starline for some reason because of some kind of stamping at the bottom, but I indeed did buy it as Arms Corps ammo. So if it is Starline ammo, then the guy who sold it to me was lying or whatever else. But now it is, the box says Arms Corps, and I bought, at that time, I had 500 rounds of Arms Corps ammo I bought, and 500 rounds of Fiocchi ammo that I had bought. And it all was supposed to be Arms Corps, what was in the Arms Corps boxes, and all it was supposed to be Fiocchi that was in the Fiocchi boxes. So getting away from that, he was saying that, if you use the right ammo, if you use the Colt brand ammo, that you shouldn't have any problems with it. You're not going to be able to find that ammo anywhere, pretty much. I haven't been able to see, I haven't seen a single box of it. But now around where I am, what's really popular is the Federal and Remington and Winchester, and I'm going to be actually picking up 400 rounds of Hollow Point Federal to be shooting whenever my Python comes back.
But anyway, as I was saying though, he was blaming it a lot on the ammo, so I don't know. My 3 old pythons, I shot every bit of that arms core through it, and I never had a hiccup in none of them. Never had a hiccup out of the 586 that I have, or the 680, out of the tons of 686s I've had, out of my 65, out of my 66, out of my GP100, out of any of my other 357s. I've never had a single hiccup one out of any of them using that arms core ammo that I shot the other day. So I don't know where they're coming from with that, but he also said that there was only a handful of guns, 4 to 5, that they had received, and 2 of them only being stuff to do with actual finishes on them. I don't know if he has forgot about how many pythons actually had the crown messed up in them or whatever else, but I don't know if he's including them or if he's including or if he's excluding them. But it seems to me like he's excluding the ones that had the crown messed up, because I know of over 20 personal ones that I had seen that people had sent to me with the crowns messed up. So I'm guessing he's leaving that out. But some other stuff that I seen covered is that let's see here. We covered the blued pythons maybe coming in the future. That, and also here's another one. TFB, the firearms blog, one of the bigger YouTube channels whenever it comes to firearms on actual YouTube. I think they're around maybe 700, 800,000 subscribers now. Stated in one of their articles that a python that they was shooting got up to 7 rounds of 38 special, and it had a failure for the cylinder to turn, which is the exact same thing that my python and Hickok 45's python done, and pretty much Colt made them stop shooting at the point, if I did read that correctly. And they was also saying that other shooters,
single action,
that other shooters also was having that same problem while they was shooting. So I don't know. A lot of people saying that the firearm blog was lying or something like that, but I don't see how that's the case. But now that's just what's been on the forefront. We're now into the second day, range day of ShotShow, so that's the current news up now, and I'm sure that there will be more published sooner or later if anything else has happened or whatever else has been announced. But guys, I appreciate y'all viewing. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the space below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And for anybody else that was asking, as soon as my new python comes back, I'll be putting a few hundred rounds through it, or what I can shoot and afford to shoot anyway. And I will finally have the range video out that a lot of people's been waiting for, and hopefully Colt will have my new python fixed. But I have still not heard anything from Colt, and if what the Colt representative did say was true, that they don't know what's going on with the python that was having the malfunctions, then I will probably request a new one before I request for that gun to come back to me. So we shall see. So guys, thank you for viewing, and I will see you all in the next video.